Acting is just playing pretend. But if we pretend that we are acting, then when does acting stop and really begin? Acting is real, but so is faking. The fakings that seem off my necks, reality sucks, and so does acting. But here we are in my lives. I am a professional actor, member of the Screen Actors Guild. So many things to tell you, so ready for your mind to be filled. Acting is life, and life is a joke. You can't have a photo without having smoke. This is a mess. I am a teacher, so tell me, what do I need to do to reach you?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Connor Ratliff Presents The Acting Class. I am your host, and please save your applause until the end of the show. I'm Connor Ratliff. I am your teacher / host for, this is a continuing ongoing series of lecture / performance workshops in which we try to explore what is acting. Now, one of the things that I am always careful to point out at the beginning of these is that I want to present to you a real version of myself. I can't give you the full real me. It would be impossible. There are limits to what can be done in a theater. And there will be a performative instinct that takes over, that makes me feel sometimes maybe a little bit less real. But is that really any less real than the version of me that you might talk to in an ordinary room? This is the kind of thing we're going to be figuring out. I don't have all of the answers. If I did, I wouldn't be teaching acting. And I want to also be clear, there are no guarantees. I took many acting classes. I took them in America, I took them in England, and I didn't learn a lot. I didn't like acting classes. So I want to try to do some things that I would have liked to have had happen to me when I was taking acting classes. And I want to start out by telling you that today I worked as an actor. What did I tell you about the applause? Please, I know there are going to be moments where you're going to want to do that, all right? You can't do that. I couldn't have been nicer in the way I asked before, and now you're forcing me to go to the place that many, if not all, acting teachers eventually go to, which is irrational bullying rage at the people who have come to this person for help. I was in a high school production of Kurt Vonnegut's Welcome to the Monkey House, a series of small plays put together based on the collection of short stories by Kurt Vonnegut Jr. My teacher's name, the drama teacher, was Ms. Litsky. She screamed at us every day that we weren't doing a good enough job in the full play production of Kurt Vonnegut Jr.'s Welcome to the Monkey House. There's never been anything less worth screaming at children about. The work I did today, I can't tell you about. Legally, I can't tell you about it. I signed documents that are enforceable, that say that if I tell you what I worked on, not only will I likely lose the work that I'm doing, but I'll probably be replaced and won't be working anymore. I'm not saying that to be impressive to you. I'm saying that because I want to be honest in each of the shows where I am. The work that I did today, I didn't enjoy it.
I didn't enjoy doing it. It wasn't why I got into the acting profession. But it pays the bills. I gotta pay the bills. Gotta pay those bills. So I do it. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy. I'm lucky to have the work. How many people here are working actors? A few. A lot on the sides. That's interesting. Why would that be? Why would that be? It feels more like you're in the show, right? That makes sense. That makes sense. Because when you're an actor, the last place you want to be is in the audience. Because you think, oh gosh, this is the other side. It's like if you want to work in a restaurant, you don't want to be sitting at the table ordering food. You want to be working in your restaurant that you're running. I don't know what other field. But it makes sense. It makes sense. These seats on the side. This is the first time I've done one of these where there are seats on the side. How many over here are actors? How many? Okay, working, trying to work? All right, that counts. Like when I say a working actor, I don't mean that you've booked work today or ever. Because that's not, if we count that, then we just lose too many of our finest. We lose too many of our finest actors. If we suddenly said, who's working? Oh, if you're not working, get out of here. Half the best ones will be gone. A lot of fine. How are we doing work-wise? Doing all right? Yeah, it's hard, right? It's a bad time. It's a bad time. That's what we're telling ourselves, right? It's a bad time. Anyone here, a working actor? I'm going to ask you, is it okay if I talk to you for a second? Sure. I just picked you at random. Because you're sitting in a good spot. You know? Yeah, right in the front, no shame. How recently have you booked work as an actor?
August of 2023.
Okay, so within the year?
Yeah.
That's good. Was your last job something you liked doing?
I loved it.
You loved it! That's the jackpot. You can write a full year on that.
Yeah.
How long did the job last?
43 minutes.
You did it once? Was it filmed?
It was taped.
Taped? All right, yeah. I'm not gonna quibble about the format. I don't need to see you bring out a reel with sprockets and on a projector. Can you talk about what the job was, what you loved about it?
Audio tape. It was a podcast series called The Coldest Case with Aaron Paul, and I got to play opposite him, but not be with him.
Jesse Pinkman.
That's it.
You have to cook, Jesse. Was it fun? It was fun. Did you get to work with him, or were you working? Was he recording at a separate time, and then it all folds together?
Yeah, he was recording at a separate time.
But the result is seamless. It's as if you were in a room, and we don't do this to make friends. But we do make friends. But like the work is what's important, right?
Exactly.
I mean, it's not fun to not be able to collaborate with people, but you're in an audio format. These are the demands, and this is the way you can do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to coordinate schedules with Aaron Paul.
No, I didn't.
He does it when it's convenient for him, and you do it whenever they tell you, right? That's how the industry works. The goal is, and I never thought that this would be the case, the goal, and I say this after a fair amount of time, the goal for me in being an actor, it's not that you want to become famous or a big star. You just want to get to the point where when they say, when can you do this, and you tell them when, they do it then. And it's like 2% of everybody. 2% of everybody. Everybody else just gets a thing saying, it's at 3 a.m., you need to get up at midnight and show up at a van at 87th and Broadway. And you ride that van until dawn, and then you'll start working 7 hours later. And that's what it is to be a working actor. What was the role you were playing? What was it like?
It was amazing. I got to...
What kind of character?
Yeah.
What was the character like?
He has a bomb in his chest.
A bomb or a bomb?
A bomb.
A bomb, all right. Different project. Change the story completely. So he's a bomb. How did it get there?
the criminals knocked him out, and then they attached the bomb to his pacemaker.
Oh, criminals. And we're about to elect one. Bomb in his chest. I'm not going to spoil it because what's the name of it again? We'll get your plug in.
The Coldest Case Season 2.
The Coldest Case Season 2. Do people need to listen to Season 1 first to understand it?
No.
Because a lot of times that's a deal breaker for people. You lose half the audience if they realize they got to go through a whole season before they get to Bomb Chest Guy. But August is rolling around.
Yes.
Pretty soon it'll be August 2024, and you won't be able to say it happened in the past year. You'll have to say it happened last year. And you'll just feel it. You just feel that 11 months, 12 months. At some point, maybe it just goes off. Someone over here. What kind of acting do any of you like? Yeah, what do you like? What kind of acting do you like?
Good.
Good acting? Great answer! Don't be scared! Don't be scared! Everyone else feels like a fool now. Maybe they like bad acting. Good! Someone else was formulating an answer. You were sort of like, I think. Yeah?
I don't know, I guess it's like something like the kind of, if I'm doing it, that I need to be connected to.
You're an actor? All right. You sat the one place I can see people the least. I don't know what that means. I know a big thing is finding your light as an actor, and you've sought out the darkest place. So you like to connect with a certain kind of acting.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. What describe it? Like, what's a positive experience for you connecting with another actor? What's a negative experience?
Well, you know, I guess the first thing would come from like the text, right? You gotta solve
The text, yes. Oh, how many acting classes have we talked about the text? It's all there. Continue.
connected to the text.
Mhm.
First and foremost, that's something that's very important.
Yeah.
And then if that the material allows me to connect with the other people that I'm working with.
Yeah.
Because if you're working on bad material and you're working with bad other people that aren't connecting with you, it's
Yeah.
like the hardest. That's
Yeah.
the challenge of an actor.
All right. You like good acting. You hate bad material. We're seeing a pattern here. People like quality. They like good quality when it comes to acting. No one here likes bad quality, do they? If you are, you're too ashamed to admit it. You've read the room. You know it will be met with contempt by the actors and the people who like good acting. I want to talk to someone who's a non-actor. Someone who's willing to talk for a little bit about who they are. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I'm going to sit close to this camera. And I'm going to listen to you. And this camera's going to capture me while I do this. What's your first name?
Greg.
Greg?
Yeah.
For real? All right. Why are you here, Greg?
I used to do improv in college, and I've gone to ECB shows for a long time.
Great. The tale is old as time. In college, when you did improv, was it long form or short form?
We started with both, but by the time I graduated, just long form.
Good man. All right. What do you do for a living now?
I work for the Parks Department, City Parks Department.
City Parks Department. Parks and Rec, Amy Poehler. Never fully got away from it, did you? You know what I mean? Like, so here he is, he's sitting in UCB, he's like, working in the Parks Department. What's your day like? What's your average day like in the Parks Department?
Honestly, I'm a manager now, so it's a lot of sitting in front of a computer and making sure that other people are able to do their jobs.
Very little time in the actual parks, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yeah, probably twice a week.
Twice a week in the park?
Yeah. maybe.
3 days a week, no park?
Yeah.
I'm assuming a 5-day week.
Yeah.
All right, you like what you do?
Most of the time.
All right, that's normal. You like the park?
Yeah.
Do you prefer the park days to the office days?
Almost always.
All right. And what kind of acting do you like?
Honest acting?
Can you give me a good example of dishonest acting? Acting that you've seen, you're like, I don't buy it, I'm not impressed with this.
Yeah, like melodrama that's not self-aware.
All right. You put a lot of thought into this. This is not a prearranged conversation. Two people talking and your answers are solid. Do you have a favorite performance that you've ever seen, either live or in a filmed medium?
Recently we saw Merrily, and Merrily were along, and all those performances were fantastic.
Mm-hmm. All right. It's my last week at the Parks Department. My last day of my last week, I should say. And I wish I'd ended it on a park day. Been in this job for over 3 decades. And 3/5 of the time here has been not as good. I can't help but think that over time I've allowed an imbalance to exist that has left me in a place where I'm filled with regret. 3 of the days of each week in a place I've come to despise. With the mere 2/5 of the week out in the glory of God's green nature. Everybody in the office chipped in to buy me this little ornamental plant. It's not the sort of thing you keep outside, it's the sort of thing that you keep on a desk in an office. Because that's where they see me most of the time. They see me here in the office. I think back to my carefree days doing both kinds of improv in college. That was all indoors, but because of the nature of what we were doing, we could go anywhere. We created our own reality. The sky was the limit. 10 years earlier. I like it here. Working in the Parks Department, it's not so bad. 2 days out of the week, I get to be outside in the park. Today, I'm in an indoor day. But, you know, that's when we do the work that actually helps maintain the parks, you know, not a groundskeeper, you know. There's bureaucratic stuff that's very important. I know it seems crazy, because you think, the parks, that's going to be all outdoor stuff. But if you don't do the indoor stuff, the outdoor stuff doesn't get done. That's why it's worth it. You got it. And 3 out of 5, that's fine. That's an acceptable compromise. You know? Would I prefer I swap it? Sure. I'd love it. If I could have 3 park days and then 2 days in the office, and I think actually I've pitched this to my manager. Because I'm a manager, but you know, every manager has a manager, and I'm not the fucking king of the park, right? But I keep pushing this idea, and I do think it is gonna happen at some point where I can do 3 days in the park, 2 days in the office, if I work twice as hard on the days when I'm in the office. I think it could happen. You know, those kind of ideas take me back to my carefree days in college. I do both kinds of improv, just like I do both kinds of park work, indoor and outdoor. You know? You gotta be able to do multiple kinds of things, you know? You just got it. That's, otherwise you'll burn out. You'll burn out. So like, if I could sort of at some point convince my manager, please, let's swap it. Even if we just try it. Maybe we could try it, you know, for a couple weeks. If it doesn't work out, we'll go back. If it doesn't work out, we'll go back. 10 years early. I work in the Parks Department. 3 days inside, 2 days out in the park, and I love it. I love going out in the park, and I get to do 2 days a week. How many people you know who have an office job where 2 days a week, they get to go out in the park and work in the park all day long? I got it made. I could work here the rest of my life. 3 and 2, it's a solid 5 days a week. If I use my own time on the weekend to go to the park, then I got 4 park days a week. Those 3 days, they don't look like nothing, Jack. I got my whole life ahead of me. I got my whole life ahead of me doing what I want. Leslie fucking nope. Was that honest enough? Please don't applaud! At the end of the show, you can applaud for 7 minutes straight! I would love that! Rather than like doling it out in little bits. Like I'm a trained animal doing tricks for you, god damn it! Do you know how that feels? Oh please, give me some applause! I don't want to beg for your scraps for an hour. I want the applause to be cumulative. You do some work. Keep track. If you like stuff during the show, keep a running tally. And at the end, it will be exhausting for you if you are honest. I get why it's easier to just every now and then when you like something. I'm furious. I'm so mad. I want to talk to another non-actor. Somebody else. Anyone? You?
Sure.
All right, you're not an actor.
Not professional.
You know what an amateur is?
The school plays kind of as amateur.
Were you paid for them?
No.
Then yes. An amateur, how would you define amateur?
Someone who is inexperienced and new to something.
Sometimes that's true. A lot of times amateur is thrown around as a pejorative, as an insult. But what it really means is you're doing it for the love of it. That's what an amateur is. A professional does it for money. And we act like that is pure. But it is not. It is the least pure thing there is. So, I came to you because you were a non-actor. I now find that you are an actor. But you're someone who does it for love, and then tired of it? Or just stopped? Why'd you stop? School stopped?
school stopped for the summer.
School's out for the summer. They don't have summer theater?
I'm not at the school currently, so it'd be hard
So
to...
you're right.
Yeah.
They don't do that kind of thing remotely yet.
No.
Tell me about your acting experience.
Most recently, I was Mr. Krabs in the SpongeBob musical.
You'll forgive me. I'm not that familiar with every tier of character within the world of SpongeBob SquarePants. Mr. Krab is who?
Mr. Krabs is
Mr.
SpongeBob.
Krabs. I apologize. I apologize for singularizing when they are a plural. Mr. Krabs is a what?
He's SpongeBob's boss.
SpongeBob's boss. Is he a good boss?
He runs a tight ship, but he can be a little cruel.
Little cruel.
Yeah.
What are his best attributes?
Well, I guess it's both a flaw and a quality. He's very frugal.
Frugality, yes, you're right. A double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Thrifty, but to the point of penuriousness. Mr. Krabs is a penny pincher.
Yes.
Do you think he's unkind?
He can be.
Not generous of spirit?
No.
How did you play Mr. Krabs? Do you remember any of the lines? Can you give me 12 bars?
His one number is a shared song with his daughter, who's a whale.
A shared song, so not that selfish.
No. Well. And
We go to the text.
the song concerns him trying to instill in his daughter that money is the most important thing in the world, whereas she would prefer he say family and acknowledge her individuality.
And what's her name?
Pearl.
Pearl? What's she like?
She's a whale.
Generationally, I was not the right age to be watching. And I don't have kids, so I'm out of the loop. I know it's good. I know people like it. Yeah, so Mr. Krabs is a
crab, yeah.
crab. His daughter's a whale. All right. Is there a mother in the picture? No.
No.
Is it bad that I'm assuming the mom's a whale? Is that limited in my thinking?
They really don't get into it.
They don't get into it. This is one of those children's entertainment properties that likes to sort of not only avoid the topic of how reproduction occurs, but deliberately obscures it. All right, so Pearl is a whale, and she's nice.
Yeah.
And she doesn't think money is the most important thing.
No.
But Mr. Krabs, he thinks money is the most important thing in the world. And they have a shared number where they're trying to reconcile this?
Yes, but he doesn't hear her. He won't listen to her.
He won't.
No.
I don't know what these characters sound like. My daughter. My daughter. My daughter. This is I'm not even on the process. My daughter. You Pearl, you are my daughter. My name is Mr. Krabs. My name is Mr. Krabs. Pearl, you are my daughter. Am I anywhere close to how you played it so far?
Even better.
What?
I couldn't aspire to this. Well,
Do not judge yourself. What's your first name?
Daniel.
Daniel.
Yeah.
the whole world will judge you. Friends, family, strangers, enemies, they all will judge you. So I beg of you, Daniel, do not judge yourself. Accept yourself. I am sure that your performance, which I am not trying to replicate, I need to go on my own path here. Did you do a funny voice?
Yes.
Why?
I tried to partially imitate the sound of the cartoon character, but try to make something of my own of it, not 100%.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the first part
Yeah.
could be construed as theft, Daniel. I know you are a kind boy. Is that all right if I call you a boy? Daniel, I know you are a kind boy. I'm also developing my own version of Mr. Krabs right now as I talk to Daniel. I know you are a kind boy, Daniel. Does he have claws?
Yeah, he's voiced by Clancy Brown, if that's helpful.
It was too helpful. I have to put that out of my mind. Because I don't want to do it Clancy Brown. All right? Pearl, you are my daughter. Pearl, you are my daughter. And I want you to understand the way the world works, Pearl. You are an innocent. When I'm gone, all of this will be yours. Your mother is not here to share in the wealth. Oh, I miss her. She was my third favorite thing in the world. Pearl, you are number 2. But the number one thing, Pearl, is money! I know it sounds harsh, Pearl. Don't talk back to me! Without money, we would starve, and our love would mean nothing if we were dead. That is why you failed to attain the top slot on my list. Before you were born, Paul, your mother was my second favorite thing in this scene. We call it the sea, right? They don't say ocean?
Either one.
They're different. But Pearl, when you were born, something in me changed. And I could feel my list shifting. And there was a moment, Pearl, a moment, when money was not number 1 on my list. It was you, Pearl. I loved you so much. And I still do. But I need money. And so do you. And if we both need something so much, Pearl, how can it not be number 1? Father, you're a fool. A silly, silly fool. If we lost every dime, what's the currency? Clams? Shells? 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 Does anyone know what the currency is? Dollars? C dollars. Is it C dollars? Are you kidding me? It's not C dollars? It's not C, it's just regular dollars?
paper money from the United States of America. Not $C. What? Sand dollars? Oh, sand dollars. Sand dollars. I'm saying it wrong. It's not $C. Sand dollars, right? That's what I was thinking of, right? No, I'm the fool in this moment. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, sand dollars. But see, if they had worked this out in the writer's room back when they were building the show, that's what would have happened. I'm going to change it.
Father, if every single sand dollar that we possess were to be swept away right now, we could start again. But we would have each other. But if I were to lose you, or you were to lose me, no amount of money under the sea would be enough to make up for the loss. You silly, beautiful man. Okay! Agree to disagree. You and me agree to disagree. You and me agree to disagree. Under the sea, under the sea. God, who will break this audience of this disgusting habit?
That one was fair because they did a musical number, and that's a tradition in the theater. I'm not as mad as I was about the other applause. It's okay. Do you think you're going to do plays again, Daniel?
I guess it depends what production they're doing.
Depends on the material. Because if it's bad material, it's not worth doing. It's not worth doing good acting with bad material, if we're being honest. Right, Daniel? What kind of play would you like to do if you could do anything?
Like a specific show or?
Or a general one that's vague and we don't understand. Is there a kind of role, a kind of character you'd like to play? Like, you did Mr. Krabs,
Right.
and you were pleased
Yeah.
with that role. Is that your favorite performance you've ever done?
No.
All right, let's hear what your favorite was, Daniel.
I was in high school. I was in Private Lives, the Noel Coward show.
Private Lives, the Noel Coward play. I'm unfamiliar. I haven't read it. Hey, I'll be right back. I would like to know what's so goddamn funny about not having read Private Lives by Noel Coward. Who was it? Who's the writer? All right, have you read it?
Yeah,
All right. You like it?
I did. It was a long time ago.
All right. You know, the one thing I was counting on was that you might not have read it. But it shows you how willing I am to step back and be humble in the face of someone who has a well-deserved laugh of superiority at my expense. I have not read Private Lives by Noel Coward, and you think that's hilarious. Because you have read it. Yeah? Have I diagnosed this wrong? Because I'll take the rest of the show if I'm wrong.
It was just the way you said it. It was very funny.
Thank you. He thinks he can compliment his way out of it. When I know that that's just another form of applause. Who else here has read Private Lives by Noel Coward or seen our production of it? And no one? Oh, you have?
Yeah, it was a very bad production.
Bad production, but good material?
Oh, I mean, like, I couldn't really tell because it was a children's theater production.
Oh, God, this audience hates kids. Don't you mention children? Oh, no, no coward. So this feels like, what's Private Lives about?
I recall about a wealthy man who is like has his family over and there's like some form of a will that has to be kind of ironed out in this very old style like.
Perfect for children.
Bizarre.
How old were you when you did this?
I was a sophomore in high school.
How old were the kids?
They were, I guess this was high school, yeah.
Daniel, I told you would be judged. But this was your favorite. We'll never know. We'll never know if it was the same production. There's no way to know. There's no way to know. There's no possible follow-up question I could ask. Whatever. Solve this wonderful, beautiful mystery. What was it that you liked? What role did you play?
Since the second I answered the question, I've been trying to remember the name of my character. The show.
I'll bet this guy remembers it. This guy knows all the names of all the Howard's private lives. Well, describe who he was. He wasn't a rich old man?
No.
One of the family?
I'm not going to correct him tonight. That isn't quite the description of this show.
Okay.
So it's two couples, and the man in one couple and the woman in the other couple were previously married. They end up on honeymoons on adjacent balconies.
It's highly possible I could be getting a different power.
I'm choosing to believe that their production was so bad that they conveyed the impression of an entirely different situation and storyline. So many drop lines and added lines, and by the end of it, I think it was about an old wealthy man who invites his family over. No. 2 couples. 2 of them were married before, and now they're in simultaneous honeymoons on a cruise ship?
A hotel.
A hotel.
Yeah.
And you were one of the couples?
I was the man who had not been in the previous relationship.
The man who was married to the woman who was married to the man who was married to the other woman?
Yes.
Great. And what was it about your characterization that has stuck with you as a proud moment?
The show kind of ends on an outburst from this character who tries to keep it very cool throughout the whole show, and I think one of the only times I felt I'd been trusted with material that actually went somewhere like that.
So you sort of had the emotional climax of the play was entrusted to your character, who up to this point had been cool as a sea cucumber. And what did he have to put up with?
He is cuckolded.
All right. by the previous husband, by the ex?
Yes, they rekindled there.
They rekindled in the hotel. That they both had 2 rooms. Was there?
The second act is then in an apartment that they have removed into together. The previous couple.
The previous couple's got, okay, first act.
Yeah.
First act, 1 hotel, 2 couples.
Yeah.
Second act, so there's this guy, this woman, they've been married before.
Yeah.
New guy, new gal. But in the second half, these 2 live in an apartment. Does she come over? The second act?
The 2 cuckolded parties come to the apartment.
They team up
yes,
to confront.
Yes.
Great, all right. Oh my God, you won't believe who I saw in the hotel. No, guess again. Is no one one thing. You know, it's not fun. It's not fun. It's actually my ex-husband is here. I ran into him in the lobby. It was so awkward. It was just so like, he's gotten remarried. She's gotten remarried, and I ran into her in the lobby. And it was so awkward. Yeah. Well, we talked, and yeah, it was just, she's here on honeymoon too. And no, I didn't know it. Why would I wouldn't have booked, stop yelling at me. I wouldn't have booked this hotel. He's weird, you know, he's weird. It's just like he's always been. And just like it makes my skin crawl to see him. He's so awkward. Well, baby, you want me to beat the shit out of him? What do you want me to do? That's not how I roll. I'm a cool guy. You like me because I'm a cool guy. You know? And I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna pick a fight. I think it's fine. I think it's weird. I think it's fine. You know? We're together now, and I trust you. You trust me. And like, I'm not gonna, you know, go running back to my ex-girlfriends or whatever, you know? I haven't been married before, so I love this. I wanna be married to you till the day I die, you know? Till the day I die. Till the day I die. I wanna be married to you until the day I die. I don't like being in a hotel with your ex-wife. I don't like it. I don't, well, am I supposed to like it? Am I supposed to like it? No, it's a simple question. Am I supposed to like that you booked our honeymoon in the same hotel as your ex-wife who you talk about all the time? I don't care if it's bad stuff. It just means she's on your mind. And I don't trust you. Don't touch me. Don't tickle. Don't tickle me. You hit me. I was being playful. Oh, grow up. It's not torture. Look, I didn't do it on purpose. Please. Ever since I was a little boy, I've dreamed of what a honeymoon would be like. And I've had one and it was really good. No, I can't believe you! I can't believe you! It was really good! If you think I'm gonna fuck you in this room now, you got another thing coming. And it won't be you. I misspoke. I just meant I was really looking forward to having enough. Well, now I can't finish the sentence because you heard me start to say another. I was really looking forward to having another honeymoon. Oh! I've really screwed this up by accident. I've been looking forward to this for weeks. Now we're not going to have a fun night. I feel like this bodes poorly for our marriage. Stop yelling. I know I'm not the brightest. You love me for my brute strength. But you're stronger than me because I don't have the will to use it. I'm the strongest man in town physically, but emotionally I'm so weak. And I love you so much I would never lay a hand on you, which means all our fights are you hitting me. Oh! I wish that was a moan of pleasure from this honeymoon suite instead of one of despair. Who cares what you think? You can book another honeymoon 6 months from now in a more expensive hotel. Oh, on my wages, I'll be in debt for years. Because I'm strong, but I'm a bad negotiator. Oh! Babe, I can hear them crying through the wall. We don't have anything to feel bad about, babe. I love you. I love being married to you. I don't want to fight with you, okay? I just feel, I don't know. I feel like it's cursed now. No, it is. It's cursed. We should plan a different honeymoon. Maybe a year from now. Is that cool? Sure, babe. The coolest. I don't care if we book 12 more honeymoons, each scattered 4 years apart. I don't care that your ex is here. I don't care that you talk to him. I don't care that we're having simultaneous honeymoons. Baby, you're all I care about. I'm not the jealous type. And I don't ever want you to mistake that for a lack of genuine love. Because that's all I have for you, baby. That's all I have for you. Act 2. The apartment. Oh, wow, what a great hand job that was. Oh, baby. Oh, you know what I like? I'm so strong that I like to just not move in case I crush you beneath my strong body. Yeah. Like Lenny in Of Mice and Men. No, I read it to you. Can you remember? It's the one where he's gonna, yeah, the rabbits. But I will never, I promise you, I'll never shoot you in the back of the head. Isn't this crazy? Isn't this crazy? 1 year ago, we have an awkward conversation in the lobby of a hotel where we're each embarking on our separate ways in second marriages. And then those marriages just fell apart. And then we found each other. And then we left our new spouses together. I'm the smartest woman in the city. But I can't fathom my own heart. Open the fucking door! All right, you asked for it. It's me. And her. I knew it. I knew it. All this time. Don't let me. I'm here to give you a piece of my mind. I've been humiliated. And all I ever offered you was love. Shut up, beefcake. I don't want to hear another syllable out of you. That's right. You're nothing but a gentle giant. They say I'm the coolest man in town. Boy, oh boy, I'm about to lose my cool. I'm mad at you. You made me a cock. You cuckolded me! And for what? Something you already had? Something that already didn't
Just an assumption you can make so easily when you have no idea what my experience is, no idea what my truth is. I might seem crazy, I might seem damaged, but if I am, it's only because of the people in my life who have consistently, time and time again, damaged me. And do I bear some responsibility for that? Sure, yeah, I do. But take a moment and think about who another person is before you say something so unforgivably cruel. Did you say unforgivably cool? No. I didn't say unforgivably cool. I said unforgivably cruel. Oh. I'm sorry. You're right. What are we doing here anyway? Chasing the past when the future's right there in front of us. Let's get out of here. Cool guy. You heard me. Enjoy your apartment. You can applaud now.
Thank you all so much for coming out to UCP tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show.